And there you are with your kids and other kids out there displaying a handgun. I have had some second thoughts about even going along with this plea agreement because that type of behavior, especially as a parent in front of all of those kids, is unacceptable. If you violate any condition of probation, can be brought back in here, found guilty of the offense, and I have that entire range of punishment to look at, which is up to 20 years in prison.
What you just watched, that is a judge on the edge, completely ready to rip up a plea deal and send a mother straight to prison. But the explosion in that courtroom is just the surface. This is the state against Whitley Shepherd. On paper, it looks like a standard aggravated assault charge, but really, it's about a mother of 3 risking 20 years away from her own teenagers. Why pull a loaded handgun at Magnolia Park right in front of innocent children? It defies logic. A judge calls her reckless behavior a disease on the community, yet surprisingly considers letting her walk. At stake is her entire life, one mistake, and a 5-year probation turns into a 20-year prison sentence. If you want to understand deep courtroom psychology and see how a single ruling changes a family's future, hit subscribe. Let's dive into the case.
Good morning. You're Whitley Shepherd?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Shepherd was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the second-degree felony of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I've received the pre-sentence report. Have you both had an opportunity to review that report?
We have, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections?
Not from defense.
Not from state, Your Honor.
Ms. Shepherd, when I'm reading through what happened that day, it is one of the most frustrating things. You are out there as a parent at a park where we've been having all these issues with the kids acting stupid with guns and shooting. And there you are with your kids and other kids out there displaying a handgun. I have had some second thoughts about even going along with this plea agreement because that type of behavior, especially as a parent in front of all of those kids, is unacceptable. That's what's wrong with what's going on in our community right now. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, ma'am.
So if I do go along with this, I want you to understand how important it is that you follow every rule under this probation, because if you violate any, things could be very bad. And I'll talk about that in a minute. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Any reason not to go along that you can tell, Mr. Rojas?
No, Your Honor.
Mr.
No,
Ro-
no,
I mean,
Your Honor.
Mr.
Nichols.
Nichols. Sorry, I'm reading these other names and hearing sounds, so. You've got 2 sons, 17 and 16, right?
I'm sorry, I see yesterday.
Turned 18 yesterday.
Mhm.
And then is the youngest one's a girl?
Mhm.
They all live with you?
Yes, ma'am.
There any other guns in your house at this time?
No, no.
Your kids in school?
Yes, ma'am.
Where do they go to school?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Shepherd, I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. I'm going to follow this agreement. I'm going to defer all proceedings, place you on probation for 5 years. You're ordered to pay the $1,000 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. That includes that you cannot go to Magnolia Park at 2930 Gulf Street. Can't be anywhere near it. Do you understand? Also, you can obviously not have any contact whatsoever with Myrtle Reggie, Jeremiah Lee, and Soraya Reggie. Do you understand? That's in person, but that's also sending messages or electronic communications or anything like that. You understand? You cannot have a firearm anywhere in your house, in your car, at your work. You are not allowed to be in possession of a firearm, and you can't have one in your home, even if it technically belongs to someone else. You understand that as well. If you do everything you're supposed to on this probation, this is an amazing opportunity because you don't have a felony conviction. And at the end of the probation, you can, if you're successful, the case is dismissed and you never will have a felony conviction. But the other side of that is if you violate any condition of probation, can be brought back in here, found guilty of the offense, And I have that entire range of punishment to look at, which is up to 20 years in prison. It's not just the 5 years that you're being placed on probation for, it's the whole range between 2 and 20. Do you understand? All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's gonna call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over your paperwork. All right, good luck to you, ma'am.
So the judge made her call. Whitley walked away with 5 years probation. But did the punishment fit the crime? She brought a loaded gun to a crowded children's park. Comment below Team Whitley or Team Victims. Was 5 years of probation mercy or a massive mistake? If this sentencing sparked a debate for you, hit like. Share this case with anyone who loves real courtroom drama.